My girlfriend is out cheating on me right now. I am really sorry to hear all of this, mate, and the hard truth is that now is time to just end this. This level of cheating is beyond saving a relationship for, but only you can make this choice. I don't know who the house belongs to, but maybe now is a good time to look at new options and to start rebuilding. But what is done and all you can do is start building yourself up and preparing for a new life. Don't waste time on revenge or other petty plans. Just start to improve your life again. I really am sorry though. Thankfully the condo is all in my name and we are not married. I'd honestly have her crap outside already if it wasn't 4 AM and her stuff is on the second floor. Her window isn't big enough to throw most of this stuff out of. A friendly advice. You should not spend the next few days alone. Being alone makes you think too much. Call some local friends. Tell them what happened and that you need their help. Good friends will most likely drive over to your place immediately, bring beer, sit down with you, and cheer you up. You shouldn't fall into a depressive state of mind, wanted or unwanted, after you finally kick the parasite, sorry, I can't find a better word, out of your house. It is time to count all the things you still have and live: a roof over your head, stuff to eat, a job, friends, hobbies. Continue with your life, and use the experiences you just made in your future. This is all good. Also, call your job and see if you can come into work and save your vac days. The following will garner you more karma than you can possibly know what to do with. 1. Box up her things and anything she may reasonably claim as hers. Do it neatly and with care. Overly generous? Perhaps, but then the idea is to get her completely out of your life. Anything linking you two will keep her, in a way, in your life. Purge it, and do it in a way that makes you the nobler beast. Change your locks at this time. 2. Bring her things to her mother's place. This will get her out of your life faster and will allow you to make a great last impression on the one person who knows your girlfriend better than anyone. Explain calmly to her mother why you've had to do this and who to expect the next time her daughter comes by to visit. Be polite and friendly to the mother. She was drawn into her daughter's lies about her whereabouts when not with you. 3. Contact the hotel where they're staying and ask for the guy. If he answers, explain briefly who you are and why you are calling. That she's been cheating on you and to request that he pass on the message that her things are now at her mother's. Do this reasonably and calmly, and emphasize that you have absolutely no interest left in her, and that Romeo is in no danger. Once the guy sees he's broken the bro code, it'll be his decision whether or not to continue the relationship. 4. Post the breakup publicly and to your now ex-girlfriend. Keep things simple and direct. No talk of feelings or hurt. No cussing or threats, legal or otherwise. Keep explanations to a minimum, but do not leave out why you are breaking up with her. Refuse to answer any questions. Do not respond to any rumors. She is now a complete stranger to you. 5. Hit the gym. Block her from Facebook and from your phones. Consult legal counsel if necessary. Work your job like mad for the rest of the week. For the weekend, get yourself something nice and hang out with friends. Give yourself 3 months before starting to date again, just so you can get yourself back in shape for the prowl. Dude, I went through more or less the same thing during October-November last year. I was married for 12 years, together for 15, and have 2 kids. Ex-wife met some guy on internet. They flirted and it escalated to full-on sexting and cockshots, vajayjay pictures being sent up and down. Had access to all her accounts, so practically watched my wife banging some guy long distance for about a month. Confronted her a couple of times, forgave her. She said she would stop. She didn't. She finally ended up taking a holiday to the UK where she spent a night with him at a hotel. I phoned the hotel room and confronted her mid-frick. It's a long story, but here is some useful advice. She is on heat, not thinking straight, and you are just an irritation getting in the way of her next session with this guy. Nothing you say or do is going to change the way she feels about you. She may plead for forgiveness, but this is just delaying the inevitable. It's going to hurt like frick for the next few months. There is nothing you can do about it, but make sure you are distracted as much as possible. Go out with friends every night. Meet as many new people as you can. Focus on yourself. Get your identity back and your self-respect. Be brutal with her when you see her and don't buy the crocodile tears. She will try and get you back once logic returns. You will never see her in the same way again, even if you did get back together. To this day, I am still repulsed by my ex-wife. It's difficult to hold a normal conversation with her. It is not the end of the world. Life goes on and it could be better without her. It's up to you to make it better. There will be good days and bad days, even hours. I found myself going from happy, angry, distraught, etc. all in the matter of a couple of hours. Your mind will go haywire for a while. Look after yourself. Plenty of exercise. I found myself running everywhere and lost 10 kgs. Best shape I have been in for years. Now, I have met someone else. Amazing woman. It's good to have someone who likes me as much as I like her. Good luck, and provide an update. PM me if you want to know more and some advice. Hey man, sorry to hear about your crappy situation. If it's any consolation, as awful as it feels now, it'll get better, and you'll be stronger as a result. Remind yourself, and remember, that none of this is your fault. She's fricked up, and can't be an adult. My advice is change the locks first thing. Then, spend your time this weekend boxing up all her crap. Everything. Put it all by the front door, and when that's finally done, let her know that it's over. Prepare a short, well thought out statement for her. Make it absolutely direct, unemotional, and unequivocal. Leave absolutely no wiggle room. Then, take this prepared statement and get it to her through every means of communication available. Make each transmission identical. So, read it verbatim to her answering machine, email it to her, and Facebook message it to her. Anything that gets the message across. I don't know how it'll go down, but basically, you don't want to let her into your place without supervision. Ideally, she doesn't need to be in your place at all. She just needs to pick up her crap, and GTFO. Don't talk to her. She'll use this talking to weasel her way back into your apartment, because suddenly she'll realize that she's homeless. Keep a stone wall up, don't afford any wiggle room, and don't sympathize. When she's gone, she's gone. Get rid of her from your Facebook, etc., etc., and don't stalk. Move on. If she tries to call you or whatever, ignore her. This is hard at first, but if you don't do this, the next few months of your life will suck even more, because she'll keep contacting you, which will remind you of what happened. Good luck, man. Things will get better. Having been in a similar situation, I wholeheartedly agree with the no talking. Don't listen to her. Treat her as if she were Loki in the Avengers, referring to manipulation, not the Hulk part. Oh god, I really think this is my roommate. The similarities in the previous job post on the account are way too much. I knew he was planning on going to a water park this weekend upstate. Dude, if you need to talk, I'm here, suffering at work, but I'll be back. She's not on the lease and I was able to afford it without her paying into rent before. Text her, tell her that her stuff is out front, you've changed the locks, and good luck with her life. Then join gym, delete Rampart, you are only wrestling etc., etc. Actually texting her that you know everything and that her crap is out front while she is with this dude would be freaking awesome. Probably would ruin the whole thing for her. Call her phone and tell her you know what she is up to, and you require her to remove all her things by 6 PM tomorrow night. Have a friend go to your house. That can make sure she doesn't cause any crap. You go to the water park as planned. When you get home the next day she should be out of your life. Why let her enjoy her time off? Make sure she moves it all out now. The sooner she is out of your hair the better. This is great advice. Unfortunately, she has this crappy pay-as-you-go phone. She loses phones often. That went through the wash last week and got trashed. I have no way to reach her until she decides to turn up again. Literally everything except her toiletries and 3-5 days of clothes are with me though. She'll have to come back at some point. Your most powerful weapon is silence. Simply get all of her stuff away from you. Ideally have her mother pick it up, and never acknowledge her existence ever again. Confrontations always bring the danger of you losing your cool, which would only make it easier for her. With silence you don't give her closure and she may even feel guilt. If it's particularly hard to cope, consider moving, as a new living environment makes it easier to move on. Source: being abandoned after a 10-year relationship. Is the other guy's name Theo? Pro tip: don't get hammered. Assuming you can still log on to her Facebook, Change her status to I'm gay. On a serious note, just drop it. Don't give her any ammo. Don't confront her. Don't burn her crap. Become her great white buffalo. That's the sweetest revenge. Most of the suggestions here are similar to just getting drunk. It will make you feel good for a while, but it won't last. Humiliating her in front of her friends and family won't help you feel better in the long run. Drive her possessions to her mother's house, but don't explain why. And lock her out of your life. Then drink in moderation. Cheers, mate. It might feel like the end of the world, but at least you're a better person than the ex. Take this guy's advice. Be the bigger person. If she sees you freaking out, she's just gonna feel like she made the right choice cheating. Be calm, collected, and get her out of your life. That'll get under her skin way more. The most satisfying thing you can probably do is to not be a dong about this. That role has clearly been filled by your GF, and let her have it. Have a couple buddies over to help you box up her stuff, and maybe make a lock changing party out of it, since you mentioned the condo is in your name and I assume you have the right to do that. If you have a garage, just leave all her stuff in there and let her know about it. But like everyone has said, don't be alone right now. TLDR. Change the locks. Take her stuff to her mom's. Leave a note on the door. Be out of town when she gets back. Do not confront. Do not discuss. Just end it. I hate these postings where someone is being cheated on and vents on Reddit. Usually I spend my time gleefully shooting a laser pointer of harsh reality into the eyeballs of the fluffy thinking of young people who think the world is a giant episode of Barney the Dinosaur. However, in these cases, you just had someone else point the laser in your eyeball, and not in an informative or warning fashion in a fun internet forum full of arguing, but rather in real life by someone who is one of those not nice people that reminds us all this is not an episode of Barney, but rather life being lived by billions of selfish people who only briefly awaken from their self-interest to be nice to each other at random intervals and otherwise ruthlessly pursue their own interests. Luckily, there is a silver lining to your situation. You are not married. You do not have children. You have not lived together long enough to be common law married. You don't have to go through a lengthy breakup. It will be swift. Those who advised you to take her stuff to her mom's house, I agree. Just empty the place while she is gone. Change the locks. And then stay with a friend. Leave a note on the door for her to find when she arrives and cannot get in. Be polite. Be the mature one. In the note, inform her she no longer lives with you and that her belongings are at her mom's. Be nice when you speak to her mom about her. She will be embarrassed. Consider also the possibility that you were a guy she cheated with someone else that you don't even know about, and that this is a pattern of adrenaline seeking on her part. Good luck to you, my friend. BTW, I remember where I was when Kennedy was shot, so this is genuine old man advice. Go watch some sports with her. Tell the producers you're going to propose. Show the news to the world with a placard. If Reddit has taught me anything about relationships, it's that if your girlfriend is cheating on you, then you should go right now and jizz right in her face scream. First thing is first. Pack up all her crap and put it outside. She's never coming to visit you again. Secondly, when she finds out, you know she will probably cry. Ignore this. It is emotional blackmail. She wouldn't be crying if she didn't get caught. Thirdly, with a view towards the long term, get back into the dating market ASAP, but be casual about it. The best way to get over a girl is to realize that there are plenty of others who are just as if not more cool at your ex. Get some new hobbies. Spend more time with your mates. Fill up your time so you don't have time to mope around. It's hard to miss someone when you are super busy. To add to this, if she gets set about being flat out kicked to the streets like this, tell her to go ask her new boyfriend for help. OP, please update us whenever this is over. Wanna know what happened. You are important, intuitive, and loved by many. Unfortunate things happen. Things outside of your control. People will peruse their own life arc and have their own demons to battle. Above all else, be kind. Show compassion and love to all people, even those that have hurt you. Don't forget yourself. Be kind, patient, and loving to yourself. Remember your good qualities. Rekindle friendships that may have faded. Go outside and do things you like to do. Do not deprive yourself of human contact, reminisce over recent events, or become trapped in thoughts about the past. Scorn over people who have wronged you, or broken your trust only leads to a downward spiral where you hate yourself and all others. Cynicism and harsh critique of others follows quickly. Love and be loved. People will make mistakes trying to follow emotions. But remember, emotions are the physical manifestations of thought. Thought comes from idleness, and usually unhappiness in some way or another. Don't forget her. Don't get mad at her. Just love yourself and the world you live in. Surely enough, within some period of time you will feel lighter, unburdened, and people will remark on this outward appearance. Things will get better. I'd dump her, but I would do so in the following fashion. 1. Buy a clown suit. Not some cheap one. A high quality clown suit. Big shoes, hair, paint your skin, nose, shoes, etc. 2. Find her and give her a flower. Said flower squirts water in her face. 3. Take out gun and shoot her. Said gun is one of those guns with a flag that pops out with a message. This one says, "It is over W." 4. You could also make a balloon animal. Maybe do that first actually, to make her think you are just being a good clown. I know you've been banging someone else, it's over. Blindsided, you've been watching the truck come closer for months. First in the vast distance, and now it's upon you. Give up the relationship. You are young. There is much beauty you haven't yet seen. Go find it. This is just a minor character in a single season of your life. Go forth. Do you guys live together? Whose name is on the lease? Can you afford to live by yourself? If possible, I would either pack up my things and leave, or pack up her things and give them to a friend of hers. If you confront her, she is probably going to make you feel really bad about dumping her. Emotions are powerful things and you may even start second guessing yourself. There's a lot of negativity in these comments. Don't listen to it. A thing like this shatters you to your very core. I walked in on my GF of the time with another dude in our bed a few years ago, so I'm in tune with what this is like. When you love someone you tend to ignore the warning signs, no matter how obvious, until it's too late. So first the obvious. Let her know you know. Send a text and tell her you know exactly what she's doing. Pack her crap up and have it waiting for her. End it now. Do not let your emotions make you stay in this crappy situation any longer. It'll just prolong the pain. And now the tough part. Recovering. Something like this can destroy you. It destroyed me. It took the better part of a year for me to start feeling normal about things again, and even longer to be capable of having a healthy relationship with another woman. Even then there were scraps of paranoia and distrust that popped up here and there. It's tough and it takes time. But this is a learning experience, as bitter and painful as it is. Spend some time on your own and figure your crap out. Don't jump into another relationship, as tempting as it may be. I wish you the best and I hope you can get over this as quickly as you can. This sort of betrayal is one of the shittiest things that can happen to a person, and I feel for you. Just reading it made my blood boil. Good luck, man, and stay strong. You deserve better than this. Mother, how about a TLDR? Here ya go. My girlfriend has been blatantly flirting with some guy she met online for a while. She wasn't home tonight, so I snooped her Facebook and Skype logs, found some steamy chatting, and found out she is fricking him in a hotel for the next few days. Oh, crap. What do I do? Crap in her pillowcase. Best advice here by far. Pillowcase crapping is seriously underrated. Just make sure you do it on the side of the pillow facing the mattress so that she doesn't find out until she flips to the cold side at like 3 AM. If she isn't an I flip to the cold side of the pillow kind of person, then I don't know why you even considered dating her in the first place. You have been visited by the money bird. It'll bring you good fortune, but only if you subscribe in 42 seconds or less. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check out another video, or don't. Either way, have a great day, you magnificent people.